No, you're not experiencing deja vu. I have decided to review CMF Phone 2 Pro again. Typically, I don't do this type of stuff because my policy is once I review a device, that's be gone. I will give it a fair shot in a fair amount of time of my life and share my experience with you all. And after that, never to be seen again. But this time around, I decided to do something else. A thing dawned on me. What if I decided to give a device a second try? I never done that before. This opportunity came at the right possible time because nothing reached out to me asking me if I want to re-review this phone right here, CMF Phone 2 Pro, and I said yes because I wanted to break away from my policy. And second of all, I wanted to see how well does this phone holds up, how well is the claim that they apparently have listened to our feedback and improved this device a lot. So I wanted to experience this firsthand again. Thus this video. Anyway, let's quit chatting and cue the intro. Before we start, do note that this is not a review. I have already done a review of CMF Phone 2 Pro. If you want to check it out, it's right here. Not before checking out this video. Uh, this will be more of my impression plus plus. If you can say that, I will share my experience using this after the updates. After nothing had the chance to improve this device over a span of time. And I wanted to see low-key that how well this device holds up because this phone is very promising in this budget, especially in this month when the big billion days comes out. It will get a discount. That I know much. I don't know the price. I will guess at the end of the video. So let's see how my guess is. But I wanted to experience this device once again. That's my point. Anyway, let's begin with the design, shall we? I've already talked about the design in my review video, so I won't reiterate those points, but I would say this much that I like this white color version more than the black color. It really enhances and shows different type of characteristics of this phone really well.
Racist?
No, I am not racist. Please. Anyway, back then I liked this design, and right now my opinion hasn't changed. If anything, that it has improved in my eyes with this white color, this two-tone version that I haven't seen in hand. And in hand feel is surprisingly better than the black version because of the texture they have used. If you can, I don't know if you can hear the texture of my rubbing hand in this texture, but this is dual tone finish and this sandpaper like texture feels really good in hand. Design is subjective, but I feel like this is a great design phone and I will die in this. Anyway, enough yapping with the design. Let's turn it to the front and talk about the display real quick. Display is a 6.7-inch AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate, which is a fantastic display. I have a strong opinion in this. I think this might be the best display in this budget. That's a strong opinion, I know, but I have the power to back it because of the edge to edge manner of this, the color reproduction, and all the stuff that I've talked about in my review video as well reflects again into this. And yeah, the display is fantastic. I don't know what else you want me to tell you about this. The HDR performance is top notch. It's like in this budget, the color reproduction, everything is pop in the screen, and overall A plus in my opinion. By the way, I'll not be rating anything this time around. And this is getting a bit bright over here, so dark mode real quick. Since we are in the dark mode now, we can talk about more pro features. I think that's how it works, right? I don't know how it works. Let's talk about the battery, because that's one of the pros of this phone. As with any other nothing phone, this phone has a tremendously great battery life and battery performance, whatever you wanna call it. It has a 5000 milliampere battery, and this phone lasts every day, all day. I don't know what voodoo magic they have done. Seemingly, they have improved the battery of CMF Phone 2 Pro from the launch when it was already good. It's now even better. I can't kill it in one day. How good it is. I can't praise it enough. 8.5 hours, almost 9 hours of screen on time while using YouTube, Twitter, and all those social media stuff, normal browsing. It's phenomenal. It will easily get all day battery life in this. Easy. Even with hardcore gaming, you will get 6 hours of battery life. Barring the processor is a bit underpowered, it is beautiful. Like, if you want a phone that will last you whole day, this might be it. This is it. So I have said the same thing in my review video of this phone, and it hasn't changed one bit. It has improved. The battery life has improved a lot, and I like it. Good job, nothing. Another aspect they have improved a lot is the performance. I feel like they have done some optimization with the CPU, but I don't know what they have done, but the performance feels so much better than before. It is still a Dimensity 7300. I don't think they can fix. I don't think they can upgrade that through software update unless we're living in 2050. But day-to-day performance of this phone is beautiful. Like, if you use Twitter all day, YouTube all day, it lasts every day all day. With great performance, no hiccups. No hiccups. If I say no hiccups, no hiccups. Like in my testing of this phone for past 15 days, I haven't experienced any hiccups at all. Nil. And that's impressive. So kudos to nothing. In terms of gaming, I played Genshin Impact regularly on this phone, and it runs at 30 FPS on lowest graphics. That's the expectation you should have, especially in this budget. And it gives 30 FPS most of the time, but in certain heavy scenarios like heavy environment and all of such, it can drop down to 24 FPS. Lowest it has gone is 20 FPS. Since it is a budget phone, what you can expect? It's still a good performing phone. If you play BGMI, it can support up to 120 FPS gameplay, and it doesn't maintain 120 FPS, but it maintains above 100, which is good enough, more than good enough, I would say. Like, this much, they have given this much performance in this budget, it's really good. And please, nothing, give 120 FPS on BGMI on Phone 2A and other devices as well. You can give it. Okay, before we move on to the cameras, real quick about charging. It charges from 0 to 100% in about 1 hour and 15 minutes from my testing, which is good enough actually, because it supports 33 watts charging, and that is adequate to charge a 5000 mAh battery. Anyway, let's move on to the cameras. Now let's talk about the cameras, which I feel like they have made the most improvement on. So this has a 50 plus 8 plus 50 megapixel of triple camera setup in the back and a 16 megapixel camera setup in the front. We already know that from my review video, and I have shown my samples on that there, and I have addressed my complaints and feedback to Nothing's team about the cameras, and I will be happy to say to you that they have definitely listened to them, and I feel like this is one of the better cameras in this budget. I can say straight up now. Like the colors, saturation, details, and all the stuff, I feel like they have improved on a lot. But let's start with the main sensor, since they have made the least improvement on this. Not because that nothing is lazy, but because it was already a good sensor. It is a 50 megapixel Samsung sensor. I don't know which model is, but it doesn't matter because the colors, the sharpness, the details, everything comes out really well. You can see some of the example shots. The dynamic range looks good, the colors are well balanced, and it tends to not boost the colors anymore now like it used to, and that was one of my primary complaints with CMF Phone 2 Pro when I first reviewed it. You can see some of the shots, even the planned shots, the colors look accurate, and the purple looks actually purple, the green looks actually green, like the way it's supposed to be in real life. They have tuned the color balance really well, I feel like, and for that I have to say kudos to Unity. They have improved the ultra wide as well, but it is an 8 megapixel ultra wide. It is just serviceable. If you want to take a picture in a pinch and post it in social media, you don't care about that much about details or like color saturation, details. Color saturation is everything alright, but if you don't care about the details, then it's alright. Or if you want to scan documents in a pinch, I feel like for those kind of scenarios, the ultra wide is fine, just fine. But the main hero of this show is definitely that 50 megapixel OmniVision telephoto sensor. They have made the most improvement on this telephoto sensor, and I'm glad to say this might be the best sensor on this phone. The details is captured. It's so much better than before, because my first time when I reviewed this phone, my main complaint from the cameras where the telephoto sensor was a bit too blurry, a bit too mushy. The picture weren't detailed enough, and I'm glad to say they have addressed that issue as well. The color balance and everything, they have addressed that as well, and thus overall the sensor is good. It focuses better than ever before, and the portrait mode as well, it looks good. I feel like the portrait mode was always good in this phone, and seemingly with software update they have made it better. So yeah, I am really impressed with camera. Another thing I'm impressed, and I was impressed before, if you have seen my review video, is the essential space. They have added a much requested feature in this essential space, that is the integration with Google Calendar, and that kind of benefits us actually. That kind of benefits us, especially me, because I'm a forgetful idiot who keeps forgetting everything. That's an issue, by the way, whatever, but it helps me definitely. I kind of wish I didn't buy phone 2 and straight went for phone 3A. If I knew that essential space was coming for phone 3A, I would have gone for phone 3 definitely. Anyway, it's still, I can coping, whatever. Honestly, I really like this feature, but it's not all sunshine and roses with this phone. There are definitely some cons, and let's discuss them. Like the speakers, no matter of software update can fix this thing, because it was bad and it is still bad. Yeah, it somehow sounds a bit worse even. The sound quality is definitely not there. It sounds very loud to the point of distortion, and it doesn't feel pleasant at all. I mean, it's a single speaker. What can you do? It's like if you not talk to some people, it can service. It can give the service, but don't expect anything more than that. It is kind of getting dark over here, so I'm gonna finish this video right here. That was the only con I had. Let me cast some light. it's gonna have to do because it is getting dark out here. Forgive me. Anyway, in conclusion, what I think about this phone right here, I feel like they have improved a lot about this. I was already impressed with this in my original initial review, and more so right now. The improvement they have made in cameras, the batteries, and even the performance definitely elevates this phone in this budget. And my guess is this phone will be priced at around 16K. That's my guess in Flipkart Big Billion Days. And if they price this phone at 16K, don't have a second thought. Go grab it. That's my opinion. Anyway, I'm really impressed with this phone. This was definitely a different type of experience than I normally have. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Also, I forgot to talk about the night mode. Since it is getting darker out here, you can tell the night mode is in this thing as well is pretty solid. The details it captures, everything is well enough. There are noises, but what can you do? There will be noises. The noise algorithm does well enough, but in the process it loses some details. And the 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor definitely struggled the most. I didn't talk about the selfie, by the way. The selfie is good. You can check. Details are there. The skin tones looks good. Basically, they haven't improved the selfie a bit because it was already good. Anyway, that's all I had to say about this phone. This video was kind of unscripted because I wanted to have that vibe, my raw opinion about this phone after using for 15 days. Go grab it. Flipkart Big Billion Days are coming up, and if you want to watch more of this kind of video, definitely like, share and subscribe so that I can afford a better mic than this, because I was checking in my software the recording quality and it sucked. Please help me get a better mic than this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Adios.